Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin, and today is the 23rd of October 2022. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying this Sunday. And let's get right to the message for today's energy that we pulled last week. All right, here we go. So we're using Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine with images by Dan Craig. He also did the images for the Guardian Angel Tarot deck. So we've got the Eight of Air. Now, the air suit is linked to swords if you're in traditional tarot. And what we see here is our dreamer or ourselves kind of looking all forlorn. There's a sword in the dirt. There's a ribbon falling out of her hair. She appears to be somewhat blindfolded. And then the angel that's with her on the gate looks way ahead. Everything is not as it seems. It might feel like this person, you or the energy may feel like you're trapped. You can't get out. But look, the gate's open and her hand is on the gate. So really and truly, you, I, us, all of us have the ability to push past the insecurities, to push past the silence of I can't do this is too much, and be responsible for what it is we want. Now, when these kind of issues come up, the melancholy, I don't know whether I should go left or right, I can't decide whether I want peaches or pears. Oh my goodness, this is la 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 la. We get up in the air, Eight of Air, and we sort of get trapped up in this cloud of thoughts, or cloudy thoughts, or can't settle down. There is a lovely way that I use to get out of what we call in spiritual word the monkey mind. That's the mind that won't shut up. That's the constant thinking and the need to keep on going back and forth across the same bit of carpet. That's tarot's way of saying, pay attention, get with the program. Now, Archangel Chamuel, which is featured on the bottom corner, and the 12 card, which in the major arcana of this deck is Awakening, also known as the Hangman, is really showing us there is a different way, there is a new way, you're just not paying attention. Here's what happens, and this is where the ego gets kind of the power, if you will. During big transformational times in our lives, and today might be one of those, the ego has a investment in keeping us fearful and trapped and locked into what we know, what we are comfortable with, what we're safe with. And that's fine, but it is always, always, always temporary. Fear, complacency, boredom, frustration, then you drop into this horrible pit of judgment, comparison. And all of those things are the thief of joy, the thief of happiness, the thief of contentment, and the thief of your true purpose. Because we all know, my friends, that when we get to boredom, complacency, frustration, comparison, judgment, all of those things, when we get there, when we're there, it doesn't feel good. And intuitively, we know that that is so against who we are, what we're meant to be, and what we're meant to accomplish. So the balancing act is 2 scoops of courage and 1 scoop of belief. So the 2 scoops of courage that we need is the ability to feel like, you know what, I got this, I can do it. That's 1. That's like, I got this, I can do it. There's the affirmation. 2 is the vision and the feeling of, I have got it. I've got it. I can do it. So there's your 2 scoops of courage. and then you've got that bit of belief going, then you just got to kind of like trust it. Trust this. Very quickly, and I've known this to be true, anytime that I have faced great transformation, which I'm in the process of doing right now, one of the things I tend to do that I notice is a trigger is this back and forth about silly stuff, about ridiculous things. It could be a couch or a TV or a chair, or whether to go get this or whether to go get that, or what to cook for. It's just silliness. And what I would normally say to a client who's indecision about, well, what do you see for this and what do you see for that? Get out of your head. Choose what you want. When I've gotten to where I choose what I want, or if I really don't know what I want, I start clearing away what doesn't work. And that could be physically going through cupboards. One of my favorite quick, fast things to do is to empty out the spice cupboard in the kitchen. If these spices are longer than 6 months old, they're no good anyway, so why do I need them? That's one. The next thing it might be go through underwear and sock drawers. You know, if you've had them for longer than, I would say, a year. I mean, because some people buy multiple pairs of underwear, so they last a while. So if you are the kind of person that has a different pair every day, then a year would be about what you need to. And remember, every year we have a birthday. Every year something's different. Every year we progress onwards. This feeling, the 8 of air, is also linked to today could be the day that you're turning the page. That you are at the point where, you know, what you've put up with, you're not putting up with anymore. And you're in your head about it. Well, I really want to put up with this. Because, you know, the new who you are, the new who you're being, the new who you're walking towards is screaming, hey, I'm over here across the street. Let's go. Come on. Stop looking back at where you've been. You're right here. You're here because you're supposed to be here. You're here because we want you over here. Come on. These are the kind of things that, for me, the 8 of air summons. It summons this idea that the back and the forth and the, oh my goodness, oh my gracious, oh my Lord, oh my goodness, oh my God. All of this has got to stop, because what's waiting is going to keep waiting until we step out and step forward and move on. What I can say that's encouraging at this point in my life, the bigger the step, the bigger the leap, the bigger the feeling of EBGBs. Remember, fear and excitement invoke the same neuropathways, the same feelings in the body, in the brain. It has the same stuff going on. The bigger the leap, the better the payoff. So when you, oh, I got goosebumps, so I know what that is. Write this down. Taking these big leaps gives you big payoffs. And it may seem that you come at a big risk. This week I've embraced this idea that the divine, God, the extension of who we all are together, is the CEO of my life. So it's a bit like, you know what, I'm happy to work on the floor. I'm happy to work in the office of God. I'm happy to work in the here and now of the universe, because the payoff's pretty good. The payoff's pretty cool. And then when, you know, there is an issue, there is a problem, I'm just going to CEO take care of it. I am in charge of my life and my pathway and what happens next. So the CEO of my life and my pathway and what happens next, you've got the job to do. And then I'm always grateful. Thank you for taking care of all the things that I don't know how to take care of, and causing a life that is filled with wonderful things. All right, my friends, lots of love. Take it easy. Bye.